Hi everybody, my name is Diego Braga. I'm 17 years old and this is my first video for WeReadBooks channel. I'm so very excited about being here today and I'm very proud, so thank you so much WeReadBooks team for accepting me, adopting me. And so okay, I'm from Brazil. I think that's very interesting if you should know. And this period we have a theme in WeReadBooks for 2 months. It's children's books, our favorite children's books. What we were reading when we were when I was like a child and stuff. But I have something to confess. I didn't actually read books when I was a kid. I didn't like reading. I thought it was boring, and my family was, oh, please, you have to read. It's so important. You have to be, creative and stuff. But I didn't like to read. And then it came this year that my dad gave me a book for birthday present, and I was like, Dad, I don't read. What's your problem? But he found this book in a bookstore in 2000, yes. It's the Harry Potter books. I love the Harry Potter books. I love J.K. Rowling. I love everything about the books, everything about the author, her story and everything, her history and everything. And I couldn't help notice that everybody's talking about the books, like Harry Potter books, but they never make reviews about the books. So I'm gonna talk about each of Harry Potter books individually, I hope. But this week I'm gonna talk about the first Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It's the first book in the series. It has two names, two titles. I mean, because in England the title is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, but when it was printed in America, they changed the name. It's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in America. But that's okay, just an extra information. I'm so stupid right now. But whatever, it's my first video, so I think I'm allowed that. And J.K. Rowling is a very good author. She's my favorite author in fantasy and stuff. I just adore her. I mean, I've already tried to write short stories, and I'm trying to write a book, and she totally inspires me. She's like, oh my god. And so Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, it starts with a um, description of a family, the Dursleys. It's like Mr. and Mrs. Dursleys are like very normal, they're very ordinary people, and they don't like any odd things happening around the world. They're so prejudiced and stuff. So it comes this day where this boy, Petunias, who is Mrs. Dursley, Harry's aunt, she found a boy on their doorstep, and it's Harry. Their parents were killed by this very mean, evil, and devilish wizard, which his name is. You're not supposed to say his name, but it's Voldemort. Okay, so Voldemort kills his parents, and Harry is an orphan now, and he's left with his non-magical parents. Oh, family, sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Dursley, and they have this little kid, Dudley, who is, of course, obviously, Harry's cousin, and he's not a very friendly boy, but that's okay. So Harry lives this really miserable life for 11 years, no, 10 years. He's 1 year old when his parents die, and he lives this very miserable life with his family, and his uncle and his aunt told him that their parents died in a car crash. But that's just outrageous because their parents did not die in a car crash. They were killed by this vicious wizard. And it comes this 11th Harry Potter's 11th birthday. They some real weird stuff happen, and he receives a letter from this place called Hogwarts, the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And when he's going to open the letter, his cousin takes it from his hand, and a lot of stuff happened after that. He's so to sum it up, he's not allowed to read the letter, and he's so curious because who's sending him letters? Nobody likes him, nobody knows him, and he's very curious and stuff. But then, I mean, when he then starts breaking eggs and letters coming out of them, and it's so fun. J.K. Rowling so rocks, man. She rocks, and they go to a really faraway place in the middle of the country, and when they have nowhere left to run, a giant man comes to this part of the country where they are hiding from these very mysterious people who are sending Harry letters. And Harry opens the letter and he finds out what? He's a wizard. And after that moment, he just starts getting to know a lot of stuff about this new world. I mean, witches and wizards actually exist. They're not just fiction. They're real, and they're just hiding all over the world. And in England, they have this school for young wizards and witches, which is called Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Harry has a spot in that school, and he goes to the school and he finds out he's a very important wizard, and everybody knows him because when Voldemort tried to kill him, he survived for some mysterious reason. You have to read the book to find why Harry survived, which is the biggest mystery throughout the series, yes, and that's very cool because you read the 7 books. This story is divided into 7 books, and you just go, oh my god, what's gonna happen? And you get to know that you have to graduate in Hogwarts School. You have to go through 7 years. So Miss Rowling, she writes 1 book for each year of Harry Potter in the school. So he meets a lot of teachers. Some are very good teachers, some are nice teachers, some are not very nice teachers, like Snape, which is I hate Snape. I really hate him. I think you're gonna hate Snape too if you read the book. And Harry just gets himself into a lot of troubles, and it's very fun because you start to imagine yourself, what would you do if you were in the middle of it? I mean, he lived his life for 11 years thinking he was nobody. He was just an orphan boy living with his family, and he was nothing. He was nothing special, and then he just finds himself in the middle of a world which is, which surrounds him, and he's thrown into this very different world of his beliefs and stuff. Is so out of this world, so out of this world. I mean, he thinks it's, oh, it's just, you have to read a book. He thinks it's nothing, and then he's so special, and everybody knows his name and everything, and he finds some not very fine characters like Snape, as I told you, and Draco Malfoy, and he's good at these wizard sports like Quidditch. He's very good at it, and he's the youngest player in the Quidditch like ever. So this is a very good book. I just love Harry Potter books. They made me want to read. They are so special to me. They actually have had a really huge impact in my life. So I hope you liked it. I'm so nervous because this is my first video for WeReadBooks. Please make some comments. Please do not try to hurt me. No, I'm just kidding. Please be honest with me. I'm trying to get better, and tell me if I need to practice my English a little bit more, but I think that's okay. I think you could understand everything I said. And this week was about Harry Potter the Sorcerer's Stone, and next week I'm going to talk about the 2nd volume in Harry Potter series, which is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It's, in my opinion, the best book. Not a lot of people agree with me, but that's okay. So I think that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, make some comments and give me tips to get better. Okay, bye guys.